Hi everybody, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do this edging with beadwork on this large hoop style earring. So this is by Nun Design, and this is the largest size of this. It does come in a couple other sizes, but you can easily adapt this technique to any type of hoop or closed link, whatever you like. It's really easy to do. And so you can see on this one, we've done it a little bit off center so that this is the front of the earring. And so your ear is going to be right here, and it's going to hang down where you're going to see the majority of the beadwork in the front, and then you'll see a little bit on the back as well. Now, I did want to bring in this one example because we do have another video showing you how to do another very similar technique, which is like a lacy picot edge on the same style of earring. This is just a little bit of a smaller variation on it. So we do have that video at beadaholique.com. So what you're going to need for your supplies for this project is you'll need your base foundation. So it's going to be a hoop earring or these wonderful hoops by Nun Design, whatever it is you're going to be beading onto. You're going to need some 4mm check fire polish. I have a really pretty silver, an 11-0 round seed bead. This is Toho, and it's kind of this metallic-y purple color. And then I have a 2.5mm bicone. Now these are prestige bicones, and you can see they're very sparkly and they're nice and small. You're also going to need some beading thread. I like using really thin beading thread for this particular project because it disappears better into the finding. So I'm using 0.005, and this is a fire line. Now, in terms of your supplies, you're going to need a pair of scissors to cut your thread, so a nice sharp pair of scissors. And I'm using a little size 10 tulip beading needle, and this is a short one, so it's a little different than a needle I've used in the past. But I do love the tulip needles, and so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this. We have 3 feet of thread already onto our needle. We're going to take the end that doesn't have the needle, and we're going to just tie it directly on to the back area of our hoop. So you see what we've got here? So you can see that it's going to be right about here. So again, it's off center, and we're just going to tie it on. So we're going to slip our thread underneath the hoop, and we're going to get a tail of about 6-7 inches. You're going to want enough that you're going to be able to re-thread your needle onto it at the very end and weave in your thread. So we're just going to make a little loop just around it like so. And then go through it again and make another little loop. You're anchoring this on, so you don't have a stopper bead. This is your stopper. Okay, so we got that little knot right there. You can kind of tug on it a little bit, and then we have our tail. So what we're going to do, flip it around to whichever way is comfortable for you. Some people it's more comfortable to bead left to right, right to left. It doesn't matter on this one, so whatever works for you. So you can flip it however you like, and this will move around a little bit, and that's fine. It's going to do that until you get your beadwork going. So to start, what you're going to want to do is you're going to pick up 1 seed bead, 1 fire polish, and 1 seed bead. So you got 3 items on your little needle. You're going to scoot them down so they rest right on top of your hoop. And you want it to be on the outer edge. So you're going to position these with your finger by keeping them on the outer edge. And now you're going to go and pull your thread to the back. So you see how that thread is on the back? Going to put your needle through your hoop. So you're coming out the front, and now you're going to go back up through your seed bead, the second seed bead you attached, and pull. Okay, so this now is what you have. So that's a little bit of circular brick stitch. Okay, so now you have the start of your next segment. So you've got your first seed bead already on there. Now you're going to pick up a fire polish and 1 more seed bead. And you're going to pull it down like so. Again, you're going to go from the back forward to the front, and you're going to go back up your seed bead. You see how they're just resting on that edge right there. So I'm going to do one more, and then what you're going to do is you're going to finish the rest of them, and I will as well, to make it along the edge. And then we're going to step up and add our bicones. So here we go. Go from the back to the front. And pull it down and set it up. There you go. So if we look at our example here, here's our example. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've got 15 of the pretty silver fire polish on there. And so that's what you're going to do. Is you're just going to keep doing this exact same repetitive pattern until you get 15 of these pretty little silver beads on there. Then we're going to, like I said, step up and add our bicones. You can see we've now finished our row of the seed beads and the fire polish. So this is where we're at. And we've added those 15. Now, if we were to just continue on, we could, but we want to go back and we want to add the accents of the bicone. So if you look at our example again here, we have the bicones around the edge. So what we're going to do is we are going to begin by just taking our needle right where we left off. And instead of going back over to another segment, we're going to go back through this fire polish along the edge. You just want to make sure your thread doesn't get caught in the back of your earring. Okay, so we've done that. We're back through that fire polish. And now what we're going to do is we're not going to pick up a bicone yet. We're going to actually pick up a seed bead. So we're going to pick up one seed bead onto our needle. And in this little gap between the two fire polish, we're just going to stretch our thread right along it. And now we were exiting, if you remember here, we're exiting that bicone. That fire polish. We've got the seed bead on our needle, and we're just going to jump right over to the next fire polish and go through it and pull. And we're going to do that one more time with another seed bead. Okay, so again, we're exiting a fire polish. We're just going to jump over that little gap and go through the next fire polish. And here is what we have now. So we're on that second level, and now we're ready to pick up some of these pretty green bicones. So just as we picked up a seed bead, we're going to pick up a bicone now and just go over that little gap and go through the next fire polish and pull. And we're going to do that the whole way. So we're just going to fill in all the gaps until we get to the last two, and we're going to fill the last two instead with seed beads like we did at the beginning. Let me get some of these scooted out of the way so you can actually see it a little bit better on my mat. Let me make sure I've got my bicones. Okay, so a little less distracting there. So we're basically just running along this whole top edge. Okay, one more bicone, and then we'll add our 2 seed beads, and then we're going to tie it off. Okay, so we got all of our bicones. Now let's add 2 more seed beads, 1 in each little gap area. Okay, so we're exiting right here, if you can see that. What I like to do is I want to go back down through that seed bead. And I'm going to put my needle through my little loop. I'm going to flip it around so I come back up through that seed bead again. Gonna pull. And now what I want to do is I'm going to run my needle through a couple of these again. I'm just on that outside edge. And then I'm going to slip my needle under one of the thread bridges. Make a loop. And go through my loop. And pull down. And I'm going to do another knot right there again. Okay, and then I'm going to weave my tail in a little bit more. I'm going to do one more knot for good measure, because they're easy enough to do when you're at this point. It doesn't take a lot of extra time to do this. Okay. And your knots are really small and they're just hidden. You really don't see them. Okay, and once you've done that knot, go through a couple more beads, and then you can trim your tail. Okay, so that is done now. Now the only thing left to do is to place your needle back onto your tail and weave in that thread. And you're gonna do that the exact same way that you just did the other one. So you're gonna put your needle right back on here. You're gonna go back up through this last little bead, through a couple of the edge beads, do a couple more knots the same way we just did it, and then cut your thread, and then you will be done. And here is your finished pair of earrings. And then here was, of course, the variation that we have another video for. So lots of different things you can do with this nice style of hoop. And like I said, you could easily do this on a closed ring or loop. So you can adapt this to any other type of foundation that you have where you have a nice edge that you can bead around. So you can find other tutorials like this, as well as all the supplies, over at beadaholique.com. And if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to our channel. Thanks, everyone.